player, not PT. But interestingly enough, XYK, in a very interesting turn of events, going to be playing Bayonetta. I have never seen him play this character in a tournament. Quite possible he's done it in the past and I'm just not aware. But this is the first time I've seen it, especially on a stream match. So it should be interesting. Heel slide, going to get those conversions. Quick 69%, and we are just going to keep the train rolling. Paragon going to recover high to get around any of Bayonetta's shenanigans, but now fighting over stage control. Banana, definitely a lot harder to take advantage of all of its strengths in this matchup. Bayonetta going to be constantly airborne, comboing you, not something that is easily contested with Banana. Notably, Diddy also has some pretty bad air mobility. He's got quick aerials, he's got a strong recovery, and he also has like a quick jump and combos out of his moves, but in general, his air mobility without flip kick is very limited. So it should be interesting to see if XYK can take advantage of this. Now we're going to be looking for our kills, which could either be an edge guard, and at this point, your only real conversions as Bayonetta is like a fair forward smash, that jab combo that we just saw, a dash attack will sometimes catch people out, and then that forward throw. But instead, just going to opt for the guns. Paragon not air dodging in time. Going to take that stock. But Paragon, all things considered, not doing too bad. He's kept the damage mostly even, especially after that shaky start. But this is indeed where Bayonetta excels greatly. Gonna, again, get that heel slide with the kick afterwards to start another combo. Not gonna fully convert off of it, but is gonna get another 69%. And here we go again. Are we gonna keep converting? Not gonna go for the second witch twist. Instead, just opting for an up air. Good high recovery by Paragon. Gonna avoid any ledge guarding shenanigans. I can't speak either. Cornball must have rubbed off on me. Shenanigans. Oh, Banana gonna trip him, but he's gonna roll in faster than Paragon can pull the trigger on the up smash. Good job avoiding the guns, but is gonna land on stage, and the punish is gonna be a sour spot dash attack. Now crashing onto stage as well. Interesting option. Paragon, interesting. He's not really taking advantage of the times that XYK is overextending with these Bayonetta combos and whiffing. Yeah, just like that. That's exactly what he needs to do. Good recognition from Paragon. Gonna take one stock. He's not out of it yet, especially if he can get a combo here. Just get some solid percent on the board. Even if he loses his stock, he can keep up the percent. Honestly, this is after about 95%. 150 plus is where you want to be against Bayonetta just because she cannot convert out of any of her combos. She has to just kind of get a straight hit. But XYK is still going to find the stock regardless and is now looking at staring down the barrel, pun intended, of a lot of damage from Paragon here. Gonna get the Banana into up smash, opting not to go for a bigger conversion there. Just wants that strong damage. But now we've staled the up smash a little bit, so interesting to see what option he goes for to seal this stock out. We have XYK on the Bayonetta. And just like that, honestly, I think that up smash would have killed if he hadn't stealed it with the first two Banana punishes. Ooh, gonna convert off the missed side B. Excellent recognition from Paragon. Are you here to commentate, Browskers, or are you just chilling? he's just staring at me.
I've just been chilling on the mic for a bit.
Yeah, he's just giving me the heebie-jeebies.
I'm learning. I'm taking notes.
That is always a good thing, because Bayonetta is a bit of an
No, I'm taking notes on you.
Oh, my bad.
On how to commentate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
I'm taking some pointers before I hop in. It's like, you know, you do friendlies before the bracket starts. This is kind of what I'm doing.
The friendlies of commentating.
Yeah, exactly. You just gotta listen in, do some VOD review, so real time.
This game started out very shaky for Paragon. XYK got like an early 80% combo, and then he wasn't getting many straight hits.
Oh, good wait.
But now Paragon has completely brought this back. It was a fresh stock on the second stock. It was a fresh stock from XYK to Paragon's 180%, and now Paragon's on the verge of being in the lead this game. And just like that, he does indeed have the percent lead.
I think he's playing around him really well, doing a lot of banana control, forcing Bayonetta to be the one who approaches, which if you're playing Bayonetta, that's not really what you want to be doing.
Correct.
So I think that's one of Diddy's strengths just in general. He's a very strong neutral as well as a lot of, like, just in general, good frame control. In terms of if you're going to make mistakes, Diddy has an opportunity to punish you, and a good
recognition on that landing, and is going to contest it with the up smash and take game 1.
Yeah.
I would be shocked here if XYK did not swap to the Samus. It seems like Paragon has made the necessary adjustments against the Bayonetta, has already figured some things out for the matchup.
Yeah. I mean, I hopped in late. It seemed like he was comfortable, but not confident on the Bayonetta.
But that really switched kind of in the middle of that game.
R.O.B.
You know, I'm wondering if XYK's on a, like, I just don't want to play Samus week.
Which, yeah, you know what? To be fair, that happens. You know, we've seen those. We've seen those out of pretty much every top player here in Columbus.
Misleading was just talking about how they want to play more like Roy and possibly like Captain Falcon or Aegis instead of their Samus. You know?
Yeah.
So maybe it's just the Samusitis getting it's the disease. It's spreading to the Samus players, and they no longer don't want to play their character.
Definitely could be. It could just be something. You know, sometimes a lot of players just want to figure out, hey, what are some good comfortable counter picks I have, especially as the region continues to learn and grow around my character. So these early rounds, you start busting out the characters you've been working on at home on Wi-Fi, you know.
That is a good point.
Where do they fall?
You know, we do have a very strong Diddy player in the form of Big Money, who relatively frequently frequents these tournaments.
Right.
And you could definitely be right. This could be XYK trying out a possible character counter pick against Big Money, just with someone who's a little bit of a lower caliber player. Not to throw shade on Paragon.
Paragon is not Big Money.
Paragon is not Big Money. Big Money, large finances. He really does get the job done with his Diddy Kong.
Huge cash, and
enormous dollar bills.
No, he's crazy. He really is. And so, you know, we have a lot of. I don't want to say like our representation is not dull, but it feels like for every top player we have a, you know, colossal currency. Guppy Fish tapping in.
Well, what were you saying?
It feels like we've got like an echo of every you know. Every top player has a, not to say low-level player, but they have another player, you know. We've got, well, here's the thing. I don't want to say that Tenet's Snake is bad, but, you know, we've got...
No, Tenet's Snake is bad.
We've got Rob Gucci and El Scorcho playing high-level Snake, and then we've got, you know, Tenet Snake. We've got Time Gear on high-level Min-Min, and then, you know, we've got Mr. Fish playing Min-Min, you know. And again, not to say that any of these players aren't high-level, you know, to each in their respects. But it feels like no matter what, if you're going to play a top player, there's always someone who may be closer to your skill level that you can learn from and you know, improve from. Especially
Absolutely.
Here. Except for Palutena, you're the only person.
True. That is true. There are a couple, like in Dayton, that I've seen play, but they do not come to Columbus very often.
Right.
So I'm the only consistent Palu player in Columbus. I'm getting tongue-tied.
Right.
Tongue-tied.
That would be
That's the word. Getting back into this game, though, XYK did take the stock first, and Paragon answered pretty swiftly back. Now time to see if XYK can keep extending this lead, or if Paragon's going to get some nice percentage from these combos and be able to put himself back into an even position.
Yeah. You know, I was just thinking about maybe the R.O.B switch is like Diddy's got the banana to play around neutral. Maybe, you know, I was thinking for a second, maybe he just wanted something, you know, some strong, good neutral projectiles. And then I remembered
Paragon not recognizing his lack of jump is going to lose his stock early. But anyway.
His other option was Samus, which it feels like if you're looking for some neutral-heavy projectiles and you have Samus in your kit, which R.O.B is not. So I think I've concluded that the reason he picked R.O.B was not for the gyro, but rather, you know, like I've been speculating, it looks good, it looks strong. He's definitely come to play here, willing to play around Paragon, playing a little bit more to Paragon's speed there. You know, I think when we were talking about game 1, it was all about Paragon being able to set the pace, which when you're playing Bayonetta, it's very difficult. You want to be the person setting the pace. You want to be out or
Bayonetta actually does exactly that. She sets the pace now.
Right.
Paragon did an excellent job of recognizing exactly what that pace was and finding the gaps in XYK's game plan and was able to capitalize on them. Now, though, interestingly enough, like you would think that the Samus-Diddy matchup would be good, at least in the sense that Diddy doesn't typically like to approach with the banana. He likes to have his opponents approach him, and then he can get really hard punishes and combos with it. But Samus, you know, has those really, really strong projectiles in neutral we were talking about, but, you know, Rob's also got those in spades, and he also has the boxing potential, especially at the speed that Samus lacks.
You know what I'm curious about? Does banana chump charge shot? Because I feel like that could be a very determining factor in...
That's a very good question. I think it depends on how charged shot is.
Okay. Like fully charged, maybe it goes through, some medium charge, light charge.
Yeah, and that would definitely be a question to ask XYK. I'm by no means the Samus expert here. Right,
because it could be something where, hey, I want to get my Rob comfortable in this matchup because otherwise, you know, is that something that really impacts the Samus-Diddy matchup enough to make him want to be off that?
And what I am noticing here is early on in this game, it was the exact same thing game 1 where Paragon was being a little overly aggressive, overly zealous, trying to get punishes where there weren't windows, and he was eating a lot of % from XYK, and now he's doing the same thing this game. He's doing an excellent job being patient against all these projectiles and doing a really nice job of weaving in and out, finding the perfect spots to run in, get his %, and then back off.
Yeah. Honestly, solid option there, but he's still stuck on ledge against Rob, which is just not where you want to be.
That up air is meaty.
Yeah, I mean, he
hit
so many good, solid options there to cover, and just to be able to have the patience, I have gyro in hand, I'm just going to sit here on ledge, throw out gyro to cover a couple of your options, and then if you jump high, I've got you with the up air. Pretty much.
One thing I've surprised XYK has not tried, considering Diddy likes to jump off ledge a lot, is throwing gyro down at ledge.
And it bounces sort of...
No. It just stays on the ground.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, and if you lose your ledge invincibility for some characters, actually for the majority of characters, I want to say, it will hit them on ledge. And then if you throw it, so gyro always sends you in the direction that Rob was facing when he threw it.
Interesting.
So if you face the stage and then throw the gyro down and it hits them during their ledge hang, they get hit into the stage and it leads to a stage tech situation.
Yeah. And that is some character knowledge that you have to know. Because if I'm sitting on ledge and gyro's there, I'm not preparing to stage tech that.
Exactly. And it's so quick too. You know, there's no like hit screen or anything like that to really react to. You have to know the timing of your invincibility.
Right. Good. I want to see how Paragon plays at the beginning of this match, because like you said, both game 1 and game 2, a lot of early aggression that resulted in a deficit, and then, you know, when he's in the hole, he starts playing a lot safer, which is just like, maybe if you were playing a little bit the whole time like this, you could close out some more consistent stocks. But, you know, with Diddy, maybe he just wants to have these early flashy plays and just go for a lot of information.
Excellent call out, recognizing that XYK was trying to escape a large amount of pressure. And Paragon's now really showing, he's moving, he's grooving, and he's showing that he's definitely getting more and more comfortable with this game as it's going on.
Right. And I will note, we didn't cover this yet, XYK's back on the Rob. So he definitely, something he feels like is working, you know, despite winning. You know, I've seen people win a game and still switch off. He feels like something about Rob is right, but maybe it's the weight there, because any other character, I feel like that up smash is killing in the back air, just barely not converting off that stock. Goes high.
Ooh, the barrel's nearly connected with him, and instead he's going to get that up air to punish Paragon's recovery.
Nice.
But an excellent snipe with the gyro. Gyro hitting him with the you are already dead.
It was just flying out there, and as Rob, you're just a big body. You can't really do anything there. You burn your air dodge against Diddy below the ledge, and that's a scary spot to be.
Oh, catching him off guard, throwing the gyro, immediately going to catch the high recovery attempt.
Right. No
XYK
extra credit
evening
for
up
you.
the stock. Notably, these two characters are the the best 2 characters in the game for their grab range for items.
Interesting. Yeah.
So they can grab items from farther away than any other 2 characters in the game, which is crazy because they have the 2 best projectiles in the game.
Right, right. I mean, it makes sense in terms of, hey, if we're designing a character that wants to play around a projectile, let's give them a little bit of leeway.
What's crazy to me, though, is that it's not universal or at the very least just size dependent. You know, if your character...
Oh, he jumps right into the up air!
And he's going to get that. He's going to steal that stock, let's be honest.
That's tragic, yeah.
R.O.B, no stranger to stealing stocks, and this could be another.
Looking for another one.
Honestly, I'm
absolutely
surprised we didn't see
defrauding
a double jump side B. That would have probably caught every option that Paragon could have gone for.
But now it's Paragon's decision here to respond with a stock of his own. He's going to have to find it in. Diddy Kong struggles. We've seen him struggling to convert stocks here before 140.
Excellent 3-piece combo there with the projectiles is going to set Paragon into a nasty position, but regaining stage control, now fighting XYK back for it.
There it is! There exactly what you were talking about.
XYK with the knowledge, but that is he didn't charge
I wonder if,
Maybe the nerves are getting to him. The nerves are definitely getting to him as he flubs another big opportunity to kill XYK.
Okay, there we go, there we go. There it's going to be. Now 120%, Paragon's got to make something happen here right now. The down throw, is it going to be enough?
Does good mash, but not quite fast enough.
The down air option putting you in a lot of lag early on. Okay, good pickup there. Some decent movement,
oh, and that laser might do it. Oh, and the air dodge.
Laser's going to do it.
Oh, man. An exciting game 3. Good stuff to both competitors. Paragon definitely keeping that very competitive. A couple things that he was not ready for from the R.O.B, but now I am on stream